second she was begging him not to divorce her. The next second she popped up in a bar, ordering a dozen male models. The CEO watched coldly, not understanding how a woman could flip like that. What he didn't know was she dropped into this book. She'd been the leader of an assassin organization, just about to retire, and enjoy her billions, when she suddenly woke up inside a novel, as the villain's lovesick wife, with a jinx power that never missed. She was ready to eat her feelings, but a maid secretly badmouthed her, saying she had no manners, and was still feasting even though the CEO had been in a car accident. The woman immediately activated her jinx, cursing the maid to trip and break her teeth. The maid didn't take it seriously, and the next second, it happened. She fell flat, and knocked out all her teeth. The woman was thrilled. Whoever messed with her, she cursed. The maid screaming brought her mother, the housekeeper. Hearing her daughter's version, the housekeeper exploded, calling the woman cruel, accusing her of forcing the CEO into marriage, and sabotaging his car, because he wanted to move out. But the woman knew the original wife would never hurt him. This was clearly the housekeeper framing her, to push her own daughter into the position. The housekeeper was acting arrogant, so the woman exposed her on the spot. The housekeeper froze, then denied it, claiming she was loyal to the CEO. To prove her innocence, she even swore an oath that she had nothing to do with his accident. The woman said, lying under oath gets you struck by lightning, and boom, lightning blasted through the roof, and hit the housekeeper. Right then, the CEO came home from the hospital. The woman stared, mesmerized. That face, that body, absolute perfection. She almost drooled. His first words were asking her to sign the divorce papers. He'd give her 10 million. She deflated instantly, thinking, you're this rich and only 10 million? But remembering the original character disappeared from the plot after the divorce, she decided to hurry and finish the storyline, and return to her real world. The CEO suddenly asked his assistant if he heard something, but the assistant heard nothing. After she signed, she handed him the papers, and played the heartbroken wife, even urging him to sign. The CEO was baffled. She chased him for 5 years. How was she divorcing so easily? Meanwhile, she was staring at his body, thinking she wouldn't get to enjoy it after the divorce, and planned to make a move while she still could. That's when the CEO realized he could hear her thoughts, shameless, outrageous thoughts, and panicked, asking his assistant to take him to his room, leaving her confused. Wasn't he the one wanting the divorce? To push the plot forward and get home sooner. She went to him crying, hoping to make him mad enough to divorce her, but the CEO heard her whole plan clearly. He calmly asked why she was there. When plan A failed, she tried plan B, saying she made him porridge, though she actually ordered the nastiest one online, and added half a bag of salt. The CEO was horrified. Just as she was about to feed him, the scheming woman showed up and tried to shove her aside, but she dodged, making the other girl fall onto the bed. She knew this girl looked elegant on the outside, but was manipulative underneath, in love with the CEO, always stirring up trouble, eventually ruining the original wife. The CEO didn't understand why she judged the girl that way, until the girl proved it herself. She said pityingly that if not for the accident, the CEO would have already secured the land he wanted. Then she switched tones, saying she believed the accident had nothing to do with the wife. The CEO could smell the fake sweetness. Just then, a doctor walked in, and told them to leave. The girl asked the wife to walk her out. Once alone, she bragged about her multi-million-dollar handbag. The wife was willing to play nice, but the girl suddenly dropped the act, saying she didn't deserve the CEO, that she was the true match, and telling her to stop clinging to him. The woman said, better protect that bag. You wouldn't want it stolen. The girl thought she was jealous, until a thief ran up and grabbed her bag. When she tried to chase him, the woman cursed again. Careful you don't trip. And of course, she fell. The woman suddenly wondered, if everything she said came true, then maybe she could. Excited, she stood on the second floor balcony, and shouted for this book world to collapse. She wanted to go home. The wind roared, the world turned gray, and just when she thought it was working, lightning struck her, and threw her off the balcony. She lay there crying, realizing she really couldn't go back. But the servants thought she did all this for the CEO. Her younger brother heard, and took her out to enjoy life, ordering a dozen male models for her. While she was having a wild time, her heroic deeds spread through the club. The CEO happened to be there with a friend for business, and overheard someone saying a woman had ordered 10 plus male models. The friend was excited to go see this female wolf, and the CEO reluctantly followed. And there she was, his wife. She lifted her head instinctively, and saw his face, cold as ice.